What's good, Fin Nation? What's good? We are back here for another one as training camp continues to steam on. And tomorrow it'll be open to all of us fans. So some of y'all will have the chance to go out there tomorrow and see what's going down firsthand. Because I see y'all still giving some of these reporters the work over on Twitter, like Alain Poupar and other ones. So you'll be able to get down there, get your own videos, do your own thing. So excited to see what goes down. We got a bunch of clips today to go over as usual. I'm going to play the interview on the NFL Network that Jaylen, Waddle, and Tua Tagovailoa had. I do want to say if you missed the interviews they had, I'm not going to play it, but they had an interview with Jerome Baker, and Jerome Baker gave high praise to Tua during his interview. It was pretty legit, that's for sure. So if you missed it, basically what he said was, we all trust Tua. He looks amazing. And I got a text from one of the people I know close to the team, and it says it sounds like the team is really buying in another great day from the kid. So talking about Tua Tagovailoa, the team seems to be really buying in on him right now as he rolls along. I'm telling you, this is going to be the season of Tua Tagovailoa, and I mean, I can't wait to see the look on all these haters. And what I'm going to say to you is this simple, because I see some of y'all trying to bash me in the M for our evaluation. I'm going to tell y'all this. When this kid balls out this year, keep that same energy. I don't want y'all cheering him on. If you were one of the people that were hating on him, I don't want to hear none of that. If you're one of the people that were hating on the homie, keep that same energy. All right? Don't turn around and start cheering for wins when Tua Tagovailoa is leading us to them. I'm just saying, keep that same energy. All y'all that are out here after 9 games declaring he's trash and saying all this slander about him, keep that same energy when he's balling out and he's getting us wins. I'm just saying, I don't want to see people backpedaling, because if you do, I'm going to be calling you out. I'm going to be coming for throats, man. I love TD. Me and TD get along, but the comment section over there at that is pretty toxic towards our quarterback. And a bunch of you in that comment section, you best believe we coming for that ass when Tua balls out this year. All right? We coming for all of y'all. We coming. Just you've been warned. When we see y'all flip-flop like a pair of sandals on the beach, we're coming for y'all. Okay? Just saying. And I got to say this. Tua's had 3 great days at camp, practice, right? We're on day 4, but 3 days of practice. That Watson stuff's getting real silent right now. Getting real silent right now. So, hey, this is why I said, stick with the kids, see what we got. You got to at least give them another year. When I'm a proponent of giving young quarterbacks 3 years, but you can't even properly judge them. I've been saying you can't judge his ceiling nor his floor until you see him 17-game season at 100% capacity. So I'm just saying, keep that same energy when y'all are out here hating on Tua. Because I know none of y'all will be coming around here. No, y'all be hiding back in your little caves, going underneath your stones, whatever you crawled out from under. Just saying. So don't worry, we coming for y'all. We are coming for y'all, each and every one of you. So Omar, Tua won't ball out. Keep that same energy. When he balls out, bro, I don't want to see you coming around here hopping on jocks and loving Tua Tagovailoa. I don't want to see that when he's winning, when he's putting up them numbers on the board. I don't want to see nothing from you, bro. I want you to stay quiet and sit in your little corner. All right? Real talk. I'm tired of it. Already seeing people trying to overly dissect. And we already know what y'all play is going to be, too. Oh, they had to get him weapons. Oh, they had him get him weapons. Yet, y'all the same motherfuckers over here jocking on Tannehill when he got how much handed to him in Tennessee. Just saying. Unbelievable. So, y'all can stay in your little corners. Y'all can rock back and forth like you just saw a ghost. All right? I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I'm coming for y'all. I'm coming for each and every one of you, too. Don't think I ain't got a list and I'm checking it twice like my name's Santa Claus. I'm coming. Don't worry. And I know a lot of y'all just don't like me and EM. You hate on this kid because you don't want me and EM to be right. Because people got in their feelings when we told y'all what Josh Rosen was. Just saying. So a lot of y'all have motives and you made it personal. And you haven't even given the kid a fair shot because you just want me and EM to be wrong. That's how petty some of y'all are. So don't worry. We be coming for all of y'all. We're going to be throwing y'all on the train tracks and running you over, back in the to a train over you, then back over you. Oh, yeah, we're going to be slicing and dicing y'all right up. So don't worry. We got y'all. We coming for you, each and every one of you. Don't worry. You ain't safe, baby. You ain't safe. All right, so we got a huge day to go over. Like I said, we're going to go over the Jaylen Waddle and Tua Tagovailoa interview on the NFL Network. We're going to go over the Palm Beach Post, the Miami Herald, and the Sun Sentinel's reviews of today. Barry Jackson dropped us a pack of notes, so we'll go over that. I'll read out to you a lot of the camp updates like I did yesterday. We got a bunch of clips. Boys, that boy Captain Kirk Merritt, baby. Woo! If you didn't know, Captain Kirk Merritt was moved up today. He moved up from working with Reed Sinnett to the second team. So Kirk Merritt out here scratching and clawing his way up the depth chart because he's getting opportunities. So that boy Captain Kirk Merritt, baby, he's coming. Beam me up, Scotty. Beautiful stuff. So, yeah, I can't wait. Hammer, I actually don't have Flores' interview queued up. Let me see if I can find it quickly. Let's see if I can queue it up for you. And if you're watching this and it's after the fact and you go to later on in the video and you try to find that portion and it's gone, that's simply because I must have got copyright struck and I took it down. That's the only reason that would happen, just so everyone knows. Yeah, I actually don't have. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find the Flores one. I don't think I'll be able to find it here. Shout out to Clump, who cannot catch a break right now. Because that boy, that boy Carson Wentz is down and out for the 3 count right now. He is down and out for the 3 count. Let me see if I can find it. What time is it? I don't think they have it. Let me see here. I'm looking. I'm just making sure. See if I can have that for you. Yeah, they don't have it. I have the 201 though. We'll look at the 201. Oh no, I do have it. Never mind, I lied. Okay, so I got Flores. We'll take a look at Flores' interview then too as well. Okay, so you know what? Let's go chronologically. Flores' interview. It's 13 minutes long. It started the day off. We'll get into the Flores interview. All right. Again, if you're watching this and the Flores interview cannot be found, you know I got copyright, so I took it out. Then we'll go through training camp, right? I'll show y'all highlights, and then we'll do Tua and Waddle, and then I'll open it up to you guys. How does that sound? Okay. So, you know, and the interview isn't like hammer. Don't expect anything, you know, earth shattering to come from the don't expect anything earth shattering to come from this. So I'm just letting you know. Okay. All right. Let's hop into it. We will start off with the Brian Flores interview for y'all. Okay. About 13 minutes long.
Today, Willie McGinnis, Andrew Siciliano, inside training camp live. And before he gets his team on that brand new field, leading off the show, Brian Flores, head coach of these Miami Dolphins. It is good to see you as well.
Great to see you too. Thanks for having me, guys.
How is training camp number 3 treating you so far?
Well, before I get to that, I want to say happy birthday to my wife, Jenny.
Of course.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jenny.
Her birthday's during training camp, so we don't get to do the normal birthday festivities. But I just wanted to say happy birthday, hon. Hope you have a great, wonderful day.
Got you, Hammer. Thank you. Appreciate it. $5 donation.
This facility, it's obviously beautiful. We love it. We actually got an early peek at it.
Those ears are killing me, though.
The guys were excited to be able to work at a place with basically everything you could ask for, from meeting space, practice space, weight room, indoor facility. I mean, the places, it's beautiful. Obviously, thanks to Steve Ross, Tom Garfinkel, the ownership for investing in our team, and we're excited to work and get started.
I was gonna say B-Flow, man.
I was gonna say that guy's here in the YouTube show. We're all the way from. He's hearing me live all the way from Florida right now.
You can get the treatment. You get the practice field.
Timothy with the good call.
Walk to the stadium is right there. It's all inclusive, and when ownership spends that money and provides all the resources, it makes it a little easy to go out and just do your job and just coach and do what you need to do on the football field.
Exactly. I mean, and we're excited to get started. And like you said, I mean, everything's here, so they got no reason to leave. That's what I tell them. Everyone just stay in here, watch a little more film, get a little, go in the ice tub, go in the hot tub. We'll have a video set up for them in there too. So
smart. It's good. Your quarterback, you don't want him to leave. And so far, through a couple of days, people are impressed with what they've seen from Tua so far. He's hit a couple of deep balls. People are encouraged. He said that it's his show, so he's got to be better this year. What does his show look like to you?
Well, I mean, you step in the huddle with 10 other guys as the quarterback. On a given play, it's your show. So that's Tua when he's in there. That's Jacoby when he's in there. That's Reed Sinnett when he's in here. That's any quarterback on any team. The second they step in the huddle, it's their show. Tua's developed a lot. Obviously, going from year 1 to year 2, he's more comfortable. Look, when you're a rookie, you come into a new environment, new city, new team, new teammates. You're in there with guys who are, older than you, who obviously have a lot of experience in the league. That first year is always a little bit, just challenging. And that's the same case for our rookies this year. You learn a lot from that. And I think he's done that. And, he's worked extremely hard this offseason on his mechanics, on his understanding of the game, on his communication, on his command of the offense. And you're starting to see some of those things and manifest.
Are these the only clips the NFL Network has?
Only
the same 2 clips over and over?
But he's off to a good start. And, we just got to keep building and stringing good days together.
Coach, I don't think he got a fair shot. I mean, when you're a rookie, he's learning all mechanics,
appreciate
and all
it, bro.
The different things. And you guys are constantly adding talent to help him with that process.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. This is a process at any position. in any role in this league. It's a process, and every experience is a whether good or bad is something you can learn from. And we try to tell our players, it's an imperfect game. There's never been a perfect game played in football. So, but we strive for excellence. Vince Lombardi said that. I didn't say that. We strive for excellence, and he does that on a daily basis, along with all of our players. And we're just going to continue to try to string good days together, and let the results take care of themselves.
Tell me what this offense ideally in year 2 looks like, because it's new OCs, plural, and Eric Sudesville and George Godsey. And I know that they have taken turns through the first couple of days of practice calling plays. Can you do that on game day? Would it not be simpler to have, considering his youth and considering the expectations and to simplify things, to have only one voice in his head?
That's an interesting take. I think in football, there's always a collaborative effort. It's, yes, there's one vision offensively, but it's a collaborative vision. So what I mean by that is, the running backs coach is always talking to the offensive line coach, and the receivers are always talking to the quarterbacks, and there's always a lot of voices. And obviously defensively, the linebackers coach is talking to the safeties coach, who's talking to the outside linebackers coach, and the outside linebackers talking to the D-line. So the game is collaborative. But George and Eric are both
shout
really
out to
good teachers.
Shout out to the Land Down Under
team
for the
first
$10
guys.
donation.
There's no egos there. And yes, we have a plan for who's going to call the game on game day. You're not going to get that today. I know you're asking.
I remember in Mobile, when you guys were there at the Senior Bowl, we tried to get it out of you then. And even for the Senior Bowl, an exhibition game, you wouldn't.
That twinkle in your eye just told me.
You should know that, Andrew. You should know you're not getting any of that. But B, you're familiar with that.
That's a good one.
Check it out. Brian Daboll, Josh McDaniels, it kind of had like co-offensive coordinators. Nobody really cares about the title, right? It's just about getting the information passed correctly and learning from, different guys, whoever's offering whatever information. But sometimes having more input is okay, as long as it, like you said, it's in unison of what they're trying to do to accomplish.
As long as, like you said, it's at the end of the day, there's a goal to move the ball, to get first downs, to punch it into the end zone. And, my thing is, I don't care whose idea it is.
Right.
As long as it's, we're all on the same page. We're all moving in the right direction. We all have the same.
I think you're right, Brandon. I think you like the national media better
these guys
than the South Floridian media. Good call.
The best version of themselves. Then, if it's 2 OCs, 3 OCs, 4 OCs, we can, we'll have one play caller. And
as long as we get one win.
One win.
One win a week.
I assume it's not going to be a party line in his helmet until the clock hits 15. I get that.
Yeah.
I figured as much. Let's talk about Xavier Howard real quick. We know he has not practiced. Obviously, Xavier went to Instagram and said he would like a new contract. Since we got on the ground here, had a couple of Dolphins fans say to me, well, Minka in 2019, Minka said, hey, get me out of here. I don't want to be here. And you guys did that. And you got a 1 in return, and you've helped build to now a 10-win team and a potential playoff team. Why is this one different? And why did you say yesterday, no, he is going to be here?
Oh, man, X is a great player, and he's a team player. And, we love coaching him. I love coaching him. We love coaching him. Obviously, he's a very talented player, makes our team better. So, look, in any relationships, there's always,
What up, Steve?
Issues at times. But we're working through them, and we'll continue to have dialogue and communication. And I think, hopefully we can work through this. He's, a little bit banged up right now. He's got a little bit of an ankle, so we're going to hold him out today. But look, we love X. We think he's a great player, and we'll just continue the dialogue and communication. That's just part of this right now. And, but, a lot of respect for him, the way he plays, the way he conducts himself. He's a true professional. And he's been that. He's definitely been that.
What's up, KA?
No issues from that standpoint.
Coach, you guys were 10-6 last year. You're 5-11 your first year, 10-6. This team is steady building, steady getting better. On the cusp last year, the playoffs, we were talking about one of those teams that can get in. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Didn't play well in Buffalo. But now when you look at all the talent that's come in, you guys have developed, the systems in place. when you look at this young team out here that you're building, what's the upside? And you look at the division, what's the upside for this team?
I take things one day at a time. That's always kind of been my approach. I don't look off into the future or really into the past.
Really?
I'm just,
we don't
just kind of take it one day at a time. As you know,
Right.
I mean, but I think that's the formula. Let's have one good meeting, one good walkthrough, one good practice, one play at a time, and try to string good plays, good reps, good days together. So again, if we do that, I think the results will take care of themselves. But I think if you go off and start thinking about, hey, we could be this, that, or the other thing, then you're not really, all your energy is not on right now. And that's kind of the message I get.
You are excited about this group. This is
I'm
a talented
excited.
group.
Smash that
excited
like
to
button,
coach.
subscribe
I'm
if you're
excited
new.
about this team.
We're about to hit
I'm excited about
4,700.
our
Let's hit
coaching staff, our
5,000
support
before
staff. I think
training
we got
camp
a lot
ends,
of people in
everyone.
the building that are moving are going in the same direction, and we're excited. But at the same time, we got to put the work in. As you know, I mean, this doesn't. Every year's different. Last year was last year. Every year's different. Every team's different. We've got new players. We've got to build team chemistry, and that camaraderie and communication where, you and Brew and Vrabel had, where nobody had to say anything and everyone's on the same page. That takes time, So we're trying to build that through training camp, and we're excited. We're excited to practice, get the season started, get the preseason started. But we'll take a one day at a time approach.
And we're excited to see your team on the field coming up shortly. Excited to talk to Tua, your quarterback, after practice. And the fans are excited to get in here tomorrow. And we'll end this by coming full circle. What are we getting Jenny for her birthday? Is she watching?
You're getting her a shout out on NFL Network.
There you go.
Shout out.
You're a cheap man, Flo. You're a cheap man.
I know I was doing that, but yeah, we got a few things lined up.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Brian Flores, thanks for coming out here today in the heat before practice. Have a good one today. Look forward to seeing what 2021 has for you.
Thank you. We had some cloud coverage, but this is the real. This is the real.
This is great. This is 86 at 10 a.m. I love it.
Blueprint had no shade anywhere on the field. Zero. So
wow, this place is fantastic.
I'll take it.
All right.
Brian
Thanks,
Flores and the
guys.
Dolphins.
All right, there you go. There's Brian Flores' interview from today. So let's review training camp. Let's look at some clips from big plays today. Then let's head over and we'll look at the Tua and Waddle interview, and then I'll open up to you guys for a bit, okay? Okay, so let's start off with the Palm Beach Post today. Okay, so let's get into this. So from the Palm Beach Post, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers have called a truce, but the Xavier Howard drama continues. Howard, who wants the Dolphins to trade him, is not working this morning as teammates go through day 3 of training camp. Day 3 of practice. It's day 4 technically. Howard left Thursday's practice after the first several minutes and was being held out of Friday's workout because of an unspecified injury, which we found out last night was an ankle. So that jives with exactly what I was told by my source. A source told the Post he was seen early in practice watching the sideline in his safari hat. Receiver Will Fuller and cornerback Trill Williams were not spotted. Trill Williams did end up showing up, though. Receiver Jakeem Grant, who's limited Thursday, is dressed and working. The story of the first half of practice was success of quarterbacks going deep in 7-on-7 drills. It was the best day the offense had going long of not only training camp, but also the offseason program. Tagovailoa first found Jaylen Waddle and Robert Foster. Then Foster struck again on a ball from Jacoby Brissett. Tagovailoa then hit Grant in the crowd for a big gain. Later in 11-11 drills, Tagovailoa hit Grant for a red zone touchdown. Grant made a leaping grab in the corner of the end zone. A minute later, Brissett connected with Kirk Merritt, who punctuated it with a touchdown dance. His teammates congratulated him. I'll show you the clip of that touchdown in a little bit. Mike Gesicki had to strain to pull in a low pass from Tagovailoa inches off the ground. Difficult catch that he made look somewhat easy. Guard Ross Reynolds, signed Thursday after DJ Fluker was placed on injured reserve, was not spotted. It ended up actually just a note for you guys. Ross Reynolds, he was actually released. That's why he was not spotted. And Larnell Coleman was reactivated from the COVID reserve list. Saturday is the first day fans will be welcomed at the new training facility on the northwest grounds of the Hard Rock Stadium parking lot. Saturday's practice is being billed as a fan fest, but all tickets have been spoken for. The workout is later than most. So the practice goes from 3:30 to 5:30. So I have my sister-in-law's birthday tomorrow. So I'll be live in the evening with all y'all guys. I'll be live probably around 8 o'clock once again tomorrow night. And we'll review training camp tomorrow night. But yeah, I have from 4:30 until 5:30, I have dinner, and then we're coming back and we're doing cake. So I won't be available until after my kids put down. So I'll be live tomorrow night to recap at around 8 o'clock, and we'll go for about another hour and a half. Okay. All right. So let's continue on here. Something else I wanted to show you guys before we continue on with the training camp review was Byron Jones today. Here it is. So Byron Jones, he had his media availability. These are some of the highlights of it. Howard has not spoken with reporters since making a statement that outlines the reasons for a trade request on Instagram. Jones' interaction with the media, given the circumstances, is an example of the extraordinary professionalism and maturity he has exhibited. He said, we played a lot of hard snaps together last year. We bonded close together. I understand it's a business. Jones has always complimented Howard. He's even talked about wanting to record more receptions like Howard always has. Continue to build, Jones said. Continue to get better. Never satisfied with anything. Obviously, turnovers have been a big thing for me that I need to continue to improve on. Took a minor step last year, but the step needs to be bigger this year. After missing out on a chance to record an interception on Wednesday, Jones dropped to the ground and did some push-ups. Yeah, I dropped the ball, man. One of the things I'm trying to do better is just get my head around so I can compete for the ball. That's one thing I wasn't always great at, so I'm always working at it. So if I do get it, it's good, but I've got to catch the ball. We have a rule in our DB room. If you miss a pick, it's 10 push-ups. Some of the stuff he said earlier on was quite interesting, and it's outlined here too as well. So he said, Xavier Howard recently wrote on social media that he's not happy about being the second highest paid cornerback on the Dolphins. Byron Jones, the highest paid, says he's fine with that. He said, I didn't mind, Jones said Thursday, because truthfully, man, the guy is one of the best. The guy had 10 interceptions last year. There's no secret to his impact on the defense and his impact on the team. When a guy has a season like that, he's the freaking best. So I understand what he's trying to do. That's my boy. He was dragged into the contract dispute with Miami. The coach Brian Flores and Dolphins management could not have handpicked a sharper, more politically savvy teammate to be dragged into controversy. Howard wrote about how he shadowed the opponent's best receiver last season, and Jones said he's fine with that too. There's no hard feelings. I'm not scared of facts. The dude is the best, no question about it. Last year, we gave him all of the hard covers, and he showed up. Not only did he show up, he excelled. He didn't get cupcake interceptions. He went and got them with one hand, high pointing the ball. So he made his money. He earned it, definitely. Now, that's a little misleading because if you go to the Arizona game, Byron Jones did man up. Xavier Howard was only targeted one more time than Byron Jones against DeAndre Hopkins in that game. So, basically, Howard was held out of practice for the second consecutive day. Dude is said to be a minor injury. Again, we know it's the ankle sprain, apparently. But Howard could be seen engaging in somewhat cordial, eventful banter with Jones and other teammates on the sideline. He said it's healthy, baby. Jones said of his relationship with Howard. We're trying to get better each and every day. We're in the meeting rooms, talking together in meetings with coaches. It's perfectly fine. It's hard to say if the Dolphins can work things out with Howard, but Jones seems to hope so. We'd love to keep X, Jones said. Everybody knows that. It's really that simple. So some good political answers that you could tell, he's the perfect mouthpiece for a guy like Brian Flores and stuff like that. So again, I just want to remind you, because practice goes till about 5:30 tomorrow, I will be live around 8 o'clock, same time, and we'll go for about an hour and a half tomorrow night. All right. So just so everyone knows, there's 448 of you in the room. I'll be live again, and we'll do a recap of the day and all of that stuff. So just look out for me tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, a rare Saturday night. And then I believe they're off Sunday and Monday. So I'll be off on those days as well. All right. Just so everyone knows. All right. Let's keep it rolling with day 3 recap of everything that went down today. Let's see here. All right. So, it was Jakeem Grant's day on the 3rd day of Miami Dolphins training camp. The team's all-pro returner and backup wide receiver was the most explosive player on the field on Friday, even as teammates Will Fuller, Devontae Parker, and Preston Williams continued to miss practice. Grant had 2 touchdown catches, one in the back of the end zone on an 18-yard pass from quarterback Tagovailoa, in which Grant had to jump for the high ball and still got feet in bounds, which, by the way, he did. Grant also had a deep catch of approximately 45 yards along the right sideline between several defenders. That ball was also delivered by Tagovailoa. Grant did this work, it should be noted, against Miami's backup cornerbacks, because Xavier Howard and Byron Jones sat out most of the day's drills. Jones was on the field and had his helmet, but didn't go through team drills. Howard didn't participate at all for the 2nd day in a row. Rather than think Grant's practice is diminished by the fact he was beating backup players, it should be noted his work shows progress from past years, as his routes seem crisp and well timed. Also, Grant is making a case that he can be a solid backup receiver option as well as a fine receiver as he competes for a roster spot. Grant's lone apparent misstep of the practice, a misstep. He moved prematurely on one play, which would have earned the offense an illegal motion penalty had Grant done that in a game. The best catch of the day goes to tight end Mike Gesicki. Gesicki, who's 6'6", dug a low throw from Tua Tagovailoa practically out of the dirt as he crossed the field. The diving catch, which would have resulted in a 12 to 15-yard gain in a game, was more impressive because Gesicki rolled and immediately sprung up to continue running if necessary. Gesicki has had a good opening to camp. He's averaged between about 3 catches per practice in team periods and has become Tagovailoa's apparent go-to target. After Friday's good practice, Gesicki stayed on the field while other players went inside the Baptist Health Training Facility. Gesicki caught passes from the jugs machine for about 10 to 15 minutes before going inside to cool off. The Dolphins will go into pads for the first time on Tuesday, so it'll be interesting to see if Gesicki, who has been a willing but inconsistent blocker in the past, has improved that area of his game. Robert Foster, vying for a roster spot as a backup receiver and gunner on special teams, continues to have a solid camp. He turned in a couple of catches on Friday, as he's done the previous days, and has been active in getting downfield to returners during special team segments of practice. Foster is basically competing with Matt Collins, who was gunner for the Dolphins last season, as well as backup receiver. Now, there's 2 gunners on the team. Last year's Matt Collins and Jamal Perry, not just Matt Collins. This and that. Tagovailoa threw 1 interception during the team drills. That on a ball that went off of a receiver's hands and into the grasp of cornerback Justin Coleman. Tagovailoa continued to test deep throws with relative success, but had a ball batted at the line of scrimmage on 1 red zone throw. Rookie right tackle Liam Eichenberg is competing for a starting job on the roster, but had an illegal motion penalty Friday. Backup center Cameron Tom had 1 bad snap that skipped past the quarterback. So that means it was his day to have the yips after Dieter and, of course, Skura had theirs yesterday. All right, so let's continue on here. Just give me 1 second. All right, let's get into what the Sun Sentinel had to say today. And then we'll go back to Barry Jackson because he had news and notes. He had like a 6-pack. So we'll get into that. So here's this. And then, we'll go from there. All right, let's go. So this is what the Sun Sentinel. This is what went down on their news and notes. So Jason McCourty has spent most of the past 12 NFL seasons playing cornerback, but in Miami Dolphins coach Brian Flores' defense, McCourty may be suited to slide in the safety spot opposite Eric Rowe. It's just kind of go and see McCourty instead of his position vacated by the offseason release of Bobby McCain. Wherever they put me at on any given day, I'll put my best foot forward at whatever role that is, whether it's corner, whether it's safety, whether it's special teams. I doubt they'll let me get a role on offense, but wherever they put me, I'm more than willing to go out there and play. Of course, with Xavier Howard upset over his contract situation, it's ideal having the veteran McCourty capable of filling in there if the Dolphins end up trading Howard and aren't getting what they need out of second-year cornerback Noah Benogany. If playing safety, McCourty is just the guy to have in place to lead rookie second-round draft pick Javon Holland as the Oregon product goes through his first NFL training camp. It's especially helpful that McCourty is familiar with Flores and the defensive coordinator Josh Boyer, dating back to their time together with the New England Patriots. From a knowledge standpoint, McCourty said, I feel comfortable kind of with just the defense in total of being able to not only execute my role, but be able to help guys, whether that's out on the field, whether that's in the locker room, talking about a given formation, a certain defense. Holland expressed his appreciation for having McCourty and Rowe, who enters his 7th season, and also have experience with Flores and Boyer at safety in Miami before he kicks off his rookie season. Those guys have been in the league. They've lived through it, and I'm new here, Holland said. They're really giving me little pieces and just to make sure that I'm taking care of my body, make sure that I'm communicating with the coaches and asking them questions. Being new, that's basically what it is, and accepting the fact that I'm new, making sure that I go out there and just absorb all the knowledge and shoot that back out into my performance. So camp observations. Quarterback Tagovailoa had his best day of the 3 training camp practices on Friday, while Jacoby Brissett was crisper with his passes than him the first 2 days. Tagovailoa was at least on par or better than Brissett on day 3. Tagovailoa has been protecting the ball with just 1 interception, which wasn't his fault over the past 2 practices, as opposed to making 1 or 2 impressive downfield throws in the first 2 practices. There was more instances on Friday. Jakeem Grant was on the receiving end of Tagovailoa's best play. He rolled out to his left, bought time, and the diminutive Grant got free in the corner of the end zone. The throw was up over a defender and just within reach for the 5'7" Grant to make a leap and grab and come down with both his feet and bounce. Christian Wilkins, although there are no pads on for alignment, was in on a pair of would-be sacks, exhibiting some pass rushing moves going into his 3rd season. Tagovailoa's lone interception came from nickel free agent acquisition Justin Coleman, who snagged it in the back of the end zone off a ball that got to its intended target by the goal line, but ricocheted off the receiver. Other impressive defensive plays were made by Andrew Van Ginkel and Shaquem Griffin, who combined on a pressure of Brissett that forced an errant throw. Clayton Fledglam with a leaping pass deflection, dropping into zone on a Reed Sinnett pass, and Javarius Davis, who had an excellent pass breakup in single coverage. Kirk Merritt went up and got a ball over Trilliums in the end zone on a touchdown pass from Brissett. We'll show that clip in a bit. Merritt enjoyed a touchdown celebration dance in the aftermath. Stock up, according to the Sun Sentinel, Robert Foster had an exceptional day catching passes as he looks to earn a roster spot amid a crowded receiver corps. Tagovailoa lobbed up a pass that the 6'2" target snatched over 5'8" cornerback Terrell Bonds. He had a separate downfield connection with Tua down one sideline and another shortly thereafter working with Brissett's unit. Foster, an Alabama alum, looks to be revitalizing his career. He has posted just 5 catches over the past 2 seasons with Buffalo and Washington after bringing in 27 receptions for 541 yards and 3 touchdowns in his 28 rookie season with the Bills. Stock down. Lynn Bowden, where are you at, Jeremy Clump? Lynn Bowden is still yet to make any significant noise this training camp after he became a reliable target for Tagovailoa late in his rookie season. The 2020 third-round pick of the Las Vegas Raiders, whom the Dolphins acquired via trade, needs to rebound as camp progresses, while other wideouts are making plays in the absence of the injured Will Fuller, Devontae Parker, and Preston Williams. Where are you at, Jeremy Clump? Injury update. Xavier Howard did not participate in Friday drills, dealing with an ankle sprain. There you go. He was watching drills between the 2 outdoor fields. On Thursday, he left early, and at Wednesday's first practice, he participated scarcely in teams drills, while fully in individual drills. Jalen Phillips appeared to have left practice at some point as he was not involved in 11-11 drills late in Friday's practice. He was not seen on the sideline either during that segment. Where you at, Jeremy Clump? All right. So there you go. There is the update from the Sun Sentinel for all of you. And before we keep going, I got a shout out. I just got a PayPal donation, so I got to go send some love right now to the homie Memes Salanoa. Said, Brother Reese, Tua about to feed these receivers this year, brah. Here we go. Tua-minator. I like that. Tua-minator. Love it, baby. Love it. I want to know, where you at, Jeremy Clump? All right, where you at, bro? Where's this Lynn Bowden? You were out here trying to gas up to everyone, bro. Where's he at, bro? Last I checked, Albert Wilson out here making it rain on fools, and your boy Lynn Bowden ain't showing up, bro. Ain't showing up. Where you at, Jeremy Clump? All right, let's go. Let's keep it rolling. So, I want to read off to you guys some notes before we get into just some plays from today, from training camp today. I want to read off some of them to you, and we'll go from there. Just ones that I think that will keep you guys interested, just so you guys can hear about individual stuff that went down, right? So I'll read this off to you, and then we will get into Barry Jackson's news and notes. We'll look at some video clips, and then we'll go ahead and we'll look at Tua Tagovailoa and Jaylen Waddle's interview, and then I'll open it up to you guys, okay? So Albert Wilson snatched a catch in the snatched the back of the football on a dead sprint towards the pylon in warmups on air. Apparently it was just it was a beautiful catch. His feet at the working against a coach simulating press looked clean as can be. Miles Gaskin planted a foot in the ground and took off to the second level on the first play of the first team period. Christian Wilk and Gaskin's hole was opened up by the homie Solomon Kinley. Christian Wilkins had a big day. On one play, he worked down the line to meet the back at the line of scrimmage, stopped him up. Before Jaylen left, he thwarted out a dig-out block to hold his gap, forcing the back to bend it back into the teeth of the defense, so eaten up. Van Ginkel looked really smooth out there. Apparently he's out there making plays right now. In 5-on-7, Tua threw a deep through deep to a wide open Waddle on a corner route. Waddle would have been one-on-one with the safety with a lot of green grass around him to force a missed tackle and get to pay dirt. And then he threw an absolute dime on a 9 route to Robert Foster, who never broke stride, and used a nice move to get behind the defense from the man who caught Tua's first collegiate reception. If you remember, Robert Foster caught Tua's first ever pass, right, at Alabama. Apparently, the first period, 5-on-7 and stuff, was very impressive from Tua Tagovailoa. He followed up 2 deep shots with a throw across his body on the move to Jakeem Grant. Even from the awkward platform, the ball didn't slow Grant down one step. And then that's when Brissett stepped up, and he threw a dime over the top to Robert Foster. So that was another long reception for Robert Foster. Then Jakeem Grant pulled down a ball in a 9 route from Tua Tagovailoa. Igbenogany was right there, but the ball descended over Jakeem's shoulder. Perfect throw, who made the grab with traffic and went down to the ground. Robert Hunt then opened a hole for Myles Garrett to get to the second level. Nick Needham jumped a route and nearly grabbed a pick, but instead settled for a pass breakup off of Tua. Brennan Scarlett registered a would-be QB pressure in the team period. Scarlett then got in not too long after for a would-be sack. Tua extended the play and threw a 50-50 ball to Foster, who goes up and pulled it down. Foster had a big day, apparently. Javon Holland, he came over the top on a slow-developing long ball attempt from Brissett, and him and True Williams provided good coverage for the incompletion. A coverage sack then happened on Jacoby Brissett, and apparently the DB unit got absolutely hyped up, and the offense and the defense traded some blows. I guess there's a little bit of a tussle going on. Kirk Merritt, he had a diving catch in traffic off the arm of Reed Sinnett. Tua then broke the pocket and threw to the back of the end zone for Jakeem Grant. And this is the catch where he elevated and tapped his toes in the back of the corner of the end zone for a touchdown. Vince Beagle got under the pads of the tackle and corners for a would-be big blindside hit on Brissett. Kirk Merritt then got moved up to play with Jacoby Brissett, and he took the ball away from a DB on a fade that he had to come back for. And it says here, Merritt's having a very nice start to camp. Brandon Jones got into the backfield for what would have been a quarterback pressure. Eric Rowe drove on a quick throw at the 2-yard line from the 2-yard line for a pass breakup. And further on the Brandon Jones would be pressure. The play was ruled dead. Tua tried to throw into traffic and it popped up. And that was where the interception happened. Tua then threw short for Lynn Bowden, who made a move to get into the end zone from the 5-yard line. Shaquem Griffin gets in on Brissett for a free run and sack opportunity. Christian Wilkins comes through for a sack on 3rd and 6. He and Butler chest bump. Tua hit a quick hitter to Waddle and Rowe, came flying in to put an immediate stop to it. Ogba threw his patented cross chop to win off the edge immediately. Tua throws it to Gesicki, who made a hell of a catch. That's the catch where Gesicki dug it out of the dirt. It was low because Ogba was back in the backfield. Javon Holland, he basically shadowed Hunter Long really well, and Brissett overthrew him, but it was airtight coverage. So a pretty decent day. Apparently, the first majority of practice was all offense, and then the defense really stepped it up in the last quarter, half of the practice, right? So, all right, let's keep it rolling. Let's get into some news and notes from Barry Jackson before we get into highlight clips for you. All right, here is what Barry Jackson had to say in his article today. So, like fellow second-round rookie Liam Eichenberg, Dolphin safety Javon Holland also finds himself immersed in a starting battle against a savvy, multi-position veteran. While Eichenberg must beat out Jesse Davis and potentially Jermaine Illuminar for the right tackle job, Holland is competing with Jason McCourty, former Patriots standout who's played primarily cornerback in his career, but can also play safety. That's the safety job handled by last year, the free safety job handled by Bobby McCain, who was released and joined Washington in May. Brandon Jones is also in line to receive more playing time, but that will be at the strong safety position. And Eric Rowe does it seem entrenched in the strong safety spot, apparently. Holland said he was acclimating pretty quickly. You got to adapt or die, basically. That's what coach says to us a lot, adapt or die. I'd rather adapt than die. It says Holland was involved in a pass coverage on a deep completion on Friday, but generally he seems competent. He said, I think I'm getting into it. I've never been a professional athlete before, so being out here in practice just shows me the caliber of athletes that are out here, the competition, how intense it is. I feel like I'm doing all right. I've got a lot to improve on, and I plan on doing that. Things pop up every day that I need to work on. And what would constitute a successful rookie season to him? Finding a role on the team that can help the team and being somebody that the coaches can rely on. He says, I feel my skill set translates great to the NFL. I'm doing the TNTs, things that take no talent. Make sure that I'm emphasizing that and doing what the coaches asked me. It's been great. It's everything I've ever dreamed of. So I'm loving it out here. And he says he appreciates the mentoring from McCourty and Rowe. They're really giving me the little pieces and just making sure that I'm taking care of my body, make sure that I'm communicating with the coaches and asking them a question. So, yeah. Injury update. Cornerback Xavier Howard has missed practice the past 2 days with a minor ankle injury sustained late in Dolphins' first training camp practice on Wednesday. He had no wrap or anything covering the ankle as he stood on the sideline watching practice and chatting with Byron Jones on Friday. Meanwhile, receiver Will Fuller, who missed the past 2 practices with what an associate identified as a foot injury, was watching practice on the field alongside fellow receivers Devontae Parker and Preston Williams, who are both on the physically unable to perform list. None of the 3 had a cast or wrapping on any body parts, which was encouraging. Williams is still working back from Lisfrank's foot surgery last November. Parker's dealing with a lower body soft tissue injury, which a team source described as not serious. Rookie linebacker Jaylen Phillips was not seen during the final 45 minutes of practice, but the team did not offer a reason. Rookie offensive tackle Larnell Coleman came off COVID list. The Dolphins then waived guard Ross Reynolds. Practice highlights. Robert Foster continues to impress. As we've stated, he caught long passes from Tua Tagovailoa and Jacoby Brissett. Tagovailoa delivered several sharp passes, including an 18-yarder to Jakeem Grant for a touchdown. He had one pass intercepted by Justin Coleman after receiver tipped it. Other Friday notables, receiver Kirk Merritt had a great catch over cornerback Trill Williams in the corner of the end zone on a pass delivered by Brissett. Mike Gesicki also had a great catch, driving for a pass thrown by Tagovailoa. Linebacker Andrew Van Ginkel and safety Clayton Fledgling batted down passes. Alabama rookie tight end H-back Carl Tucker dropped a pass, so we hadn't heard that yet. Rookie tight end Hunter Long caught a pass after fumbling twice on Thursday, which we talked about yesterday. Christian Wilkins had 2 sacks. Cornerback Javarius Davis had a nifty pass breakup on a pass intended for Kirk Merritt. So there you go. There's your news and notes. All right, guys. So there's your training camp day 3 recap. Let's get into some highlights. Let's see what we got here. I got a whole bunch. I'm waiting for one to come, but I don't think it's going to be honest with you. I'm just going to double check to see if it's actually been released yet. And I'm going to show you guys a bunch of clips. I got like 8 or 9 clips we'll go over. Yeah, it hasn't been released. It's all good. I'm trying to see if they're going to release that throw from Jakeem Grant. From Tua to Jakeem Grant. I want to see if they're going to release that. It doesn't look like they're going to, though. All right. With that said, let me do one final check here. Yeah, they're not releasing it, it looks like. All right. One final check here. Let's get into some of the clips from today, all right? Let's do it. All right, let's get into it. So here is AGV working some drills today. AVG, look at that. Just look at that pad just rock. One more time for y'all. Boom. Attaboy. Let's keep it rolling here. Here are Seiler and Ledbetter giving the tackle machines a workout. There's Seiler, and this is Ledbetter. Beautiful stuff. One more time for y'all. Boom. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right. Let's keep it rolling here. So let's see what Shaquem Griffin was out there doing today. Working the pads as well in the drill. Woo! G-Unit. We don't play around. Good stuff, but I think this guy's making the team, everyone. I think he's going to make the team for sure. I changed my roster predictions on the finish line because I think he makes the team. All right, let's get into the good stuff. Here is Tua with a touchdown pass to the homie Durham Smythe. Oh, sorry, with a 10-yard gain to him. My bad. One more time for y'all. Boom. He would have been tackled on initial contact Let's be honest with ourselves. Nice throw by Tua. Good stuff. All right. Let's go next one. This is Waddle to Tua, and this is on Noah Benogany, and this is for another touchdown. Woo! Ooh! Oh. Looked like a crossing route. Smash that like button. We got 523 people. One more time, baby. Oh. Let's go, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Don't you absolutely love it? One more time for the people in the back. Woo! Let's go, baby. Beautiful anticipation, beautiful ball placement, like right on the money, right in stride. Jaylen doesn't have to hold up. We're in the end zone, baby. Let's go, baby. All right. Now, the catch that was talked about in every article and every update today. Shout out to Russell Vorts. Hope everything's going well, buddy. Kirk Merritt from Jacoby Brissett. Let's see it, baby. Woo! Do that dance on him, boy. Captain Kirk, baby. Beam me up. Beam me up. Let's go. One more time for him. Woo! That boy Captain Kirk, baby. I warned y'all last year. What a big catch from him. Mr. CW Brown's right. That's a big boy catch. And Stevie TV's right. Kirk's like, I'm the captain now. Look at this. Ooh, baby, oh baby. And this man's moving up. He's leveling up. Moved up today from the third team to now he's working with Jacoby in the second team. It's only a matter of time, baby. And we remember him and Tua last year. We're having some chemistry, and Kirk was working out with Tua this offseason. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's that boy Kirk Merritt. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So shout out to the homie Kirk Merritt. All right. Now, I'm going to show you guys one more video, and then I'll open it up to you. We're going to look at Jaylen Waddle and the homie Tua Tagovailoa today on Inside Training Camp. We'll go over their interview, man. So let's take a look at this, baby.
Has a new look. It has a new look because it has Jaylen Waddle as well, the 6th overall pick. This is Inside Training Camp Live, and you are live in Miami after a day of practice here. Willie McGinnis, Andrew Siciliano, we're kind of a ventriloquist act here with this height thing, and the quarterback of Miami Dolphins and his new wide receiver, an Alabama reunion, Tua Tagovailoa, Jaylen Waddle. Look at this, guys, back together again. How are you?
Doing good. Thank you guys for having us.
Oh, good. You're allowed to talk, Jaylen. As a rookie, you're allowed.
Well, you know the rules, right? I don't know if you know, but where Brian comes from, rookies aren't allowed to do the interviews and all those things. That's why you're smiling. But because you're coming over with Tua, you're allowed to do the media. But now, old school rules say you're still a rookie into the 3rd game of this season.
I've never heard that.
Never heard
I didn't know that.
So I think Brian's lightened up a little bit. Things are a little bit lighter now. We got you over here. You're not a rookie anymore. You're a veteran. Talk about your new teammate and this team in the offense, man. It's exciting.
Yeah, I think it's very exciting to have Jaylen here. Obviously, it's exciting to to have all the guys out here to throw to. Really throughout this camp, we're on day 3. I'm really just focusing on the communication, where to line up, and our focus on breaking in the huddle. Really overall, we're just trying to, get right with each other as far as plays go. And then trying to see throughout camp, what schemes fit certain players as well.
So how different is this training camp? Because you didn't start off with like the ones and taking the 1 reps with, the first team last year. Now you got all the reps. It's your show. As you let everybody know, it's your show. And now it's like you seem more comfortable, like you're getting it, digesting the information, and it's a lot smoother because now from the start, you're the guy.
Yeah, I think being able to take the coaching from the meetings, what our coaches have to tell us, and then bringing it out here. And then, like I said, just communicating it to the guys. For me, it's a learning process every day. I'm learning from Jacoby. I'm learning from Reed, Sinet in the room. Right. And then I'm also getting feedback from our receivers, on what they're seeing. Yeah.
What has your feedback been for him? If he's open for feedback, so
I'm
Jaylen,
always open. Hey, dog, hit me. I was open on that play. Hit me. You didn't see me.
Most time just telling what I see out there, just relaying the message. We think communication gonna be key in the offense, so just let him know what I see, and he do a pretty good job of taking what I tell him and just evaluating it.
Let's tell everyone at home how you're feeling, because the media here, when they watch you out there, Jaylen, everyone wants to look at you like, are you okay? Do you feel 100%? Can we put a number on it? How are you? And how is the leg and the ankle, Jaylen Waddle?
I can say I took every one of my reps. I haven't skipped a rep, so I'm taking all my reps. So I'm good.
But you feel good, right? I mean, it feels good to be back out there.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Let me tell you the proper answer for that. Day by day, I'm getting better as we go along. Yeah. Everything feels good, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the other thing is your ultimate weapon, not only one of the best receivers to come out of the draft in Alabama, but you return punts and kickoffs, right? So when they drafted you here, they say, hey, man, we got a guy that not can only improve us on offense, but you can improve them on special teams as well.
I mean, you don't got to give it all away.
I'm saying it's the more you can do. You know this. You know that.
Of course.
It's the more you can do. It's the NFL. It's the more you can do to help your team win games.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
I'm not saying how much, but will you be doing some?
Ultimately, I'm just gonna do what they asked me to do. Honestly, if they want me to, return kicks, I will. If not, then I just take whatever road they give me and try to be the best at it.
Well, I'll tell you what Coach said yesterday. He said, I'll let the players determine who plays where. In other words, Jaylen, if you go out there and if you show out, whether it's here or in the preseason, in special teams, then that is your job.
Right.
Is it a job you want?
I take whatever job that they give me that I can help the team. So
you're doing it. You're learning. That's good.
If I can help the team, then I take whatever role.
Tua, let's talk about the deep ball here. Whether it's Albert Wilson or whether it's Jakeem Grant today, everyone is saying you're stretching the field. Didn't stretch the field a lot. You got to stretch the field, obviously, to keep the defenses honest. How important is that to you and to this offense this year to go deep?
Well, I think it's very important, first off, to, I guess the way to
my
answer your
quarterback.
question is, you want to stretch the field, obviously, against, good defenses. We hit some here and there, but, just to keep the defense honest. And then you're working on whatever they're giving you from there on. I wouldn't say, necessarily it's very important that we keep going downfield. But now's the time for us to really work on our timing, see who's better at what going down the field, what players are better on crossing routes, goes, stop routes. And then we sit down, we talk, we watch the film, and we evaluate. We go from there.
See, and that's all part of getting those reps and being out there. You're still building chemistry with these guys that you didn't get an opportunity to do last year as much. All right, a lot of speed at the receiver position. You guys are going to have the run game. Of course, they drafted you to bring more talent around you. 10-6 last year, this team. A lot of people are excited. The defense has gotten better. What's the upside for the Miami Dolphins, not only for the division, but going into the playoffs and what you think you guys could be as a team?
Well, I'm really excited with what, we've done, within the 3 days. But I think as a team, we're just focusing on what we can do to get better each and every day.
Last thing, you took up golf in the offseason?
I did.
You any good yet?
I'm all right.
What's all right?
It's about like 2.5 months of golf. I've never taken a lesson, but the best I've shot was a 91.
It's not bad.
I don't know. I'm still learning golf, so yeah,
I'm top golf.
It's hard. It's a lot of YouTube for me. It's a lot of YouTube for me.
A lot of YouTube, a lot of golf, a lot of football out here as well for Tua Tagovailoa in his second season for his former Alabama teammate Jaylen
go,
Waddle
baby.
in his first. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us. Happy
Appreciate
training
you
camp.
guys.
Good
Thank
luck,
you guys
sir.
for having us.
Thank you. All right. Inside Training Camp Live. With the
Let's go, baby. Yeah. Let's go. I got a feeling. Like, I'm telling you, this is the year, baby. This is the year. Man, this kid's balling out this year, man. I don't care what anyone tells me, man. Yeah, I was talking to EM today. Shout out to EM, man. Hope you're doing well. EM had a minor procedure today, so hopefully everything's going well with the homie EM. But I said to him, I said, man, I got a feeling this is the year, man, that people are going to shut up and Tua's just going to ball out. And I can't wait to stun on these hoes when our evaluation's right. I really can't. I got a feeling, man. I got a feeling. Rhino, what's good, buddy?
What's up, man? Hope you're doing well, Liam. Just heard that news. Hope everything's good. Yeah, man. Tua looks good, bro. Tua looks good.
Bro, I can't wait. Florida born. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Woo! I'm loving it, bro. Loving it. We gonna have to get you a new hat because if Kurt Merritt balls out, Wilson balls out, Tua balls out, you're gonna have a big head, bro, because you're gonna be hit on everything, bro.
You already know what time it is. I can't wait, bro. What's up, Logan? How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. How are you?
Not too bad, man.
It's looking good. Looking good.
Yeah, bro. I can't wait. Russell, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, bud?
What's up, brother?
Oh, I'm loving what I'm seeing in this training camp. I'll tell you that much. But really, my only one complaint right now is I really would like to see Greer and Flores get the situation with X figured out and not trade him. I really think he is too valuable for this defense, and he needs to stay.
Agreed. Dylan, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, big dog? Chilling, man. Chilling, having a good day.
I know you say it's just camp, but you can't help but be excited.
No, well, it's funny. I was just gonna lead off with kind of what he said is just to get it out of the way. The Xavier Howard stuff is gonna be a black, or a cloud over this thing until something happens. So that is what it is. The injury thing is kind of a little concerning to me with some of these guys early on. However, with some of the play of like Albert Wilson and some of these other guys, especially Jakeem having his day. I'm a Jakeem fan, even though a lot of people hate him. But I'm glad he got to have his day and Kirk Barrett balling out. That's good to see because God forbid if we start the season without those top three guys, we got to have something. We got to have something. So,
British Finn, what's going on, buddy?
Good evening, gentlemen. I'm very encouraged by what I've seen in the last few days of training camp. I think the play of Tua and the resurgence of Albert Wilson after having a year off from COVID and stuff like that is very, very encouraging. And yeah, I'm really positive about.
You better get your tickets to that Jacksonville game, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the Tottenham Stadium. Yeah, I'm hoping to get there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Josh, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, guys? I'm just I am so excited, man, to see how well this offense is coming together. Waddle was out there showing out. You got Robert Foster out there showing out. Jakeem actually came in and did some good things today. Kirk Merritt, he's moving up. So, it's just great. It looks like everybody on offense is, coming together, getting on the same page. And like Tua said, once they all get on the same page, this is going to be a really good training camp for the offense. So, the defense are going to make some plays, but, this is just exciting to see, man.
Innes, what's going on, bro? Well, I'm just gonna introduce everyone one at a time. Innes, what's up, buddy?
What's up, y'all? Phased up. I don't understand. Like I said, you know me, Reason. I'm more logical. I'm putting my faith in the team and the organization. We ain't felt this good in years, so I'm not gonna nitpick. Yeah, Xavier is a bad thing, but I got faith in my team like I always have. So I'm rocking with them, good or bad. We've been doing it this long. Why not? Why are we switching now? That's my thing.
Yeah,
I love what Byron Jones had to say, man.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, he was classic for sure.
Red Comet, what's going on, buddy?
Nothing much. Loving what Tua's doing in training camp.
Yeah, bro. I mean, people are real quiet, man. All those people that were jumping down his throat for that torrential downpour 5 interception day. Where are they all at, bro?
Troll caves, yo.
It was mini camp.
Troll caves.
Where's Pete?
I mean,
everyone was using that day to say he's gonna be a bust, bro.
I mean, he followed it up with a really good day. I mean, come on, it was mini camp.
And everyone went quiet. Everyone went quiet that really good day at minicamp too.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else?
Bro, that was literally Coward was talking about it. It was all over the national media. Now everyone's real quiet. And Dylan's right. It was just minicamp, bro. And they even came out and said we were just trying to push the ball and see what we could do. Like, we weren't out there like taking this seriously like these people out here are. And
well, and so
where's everyone now?
And so look, if
you
take
look
away
Armando's wrench for a moment, he's going wild.
Yeah, he's like.
I mean, he's throwing a lot of
everybody
passes
for some
and
reason.
connecting right now, right?
Sorry to interrupt.
I don't know what that is.
It's like the
I
fifth
wanted
person
to
he's timed
shout
out. I
out
don't think he
Reason
knows what's going on.
I wanted to make a point.
Why? What happened?
He's just timing out random ass people for no reason.
Is he in the comments?
No, I'm sure he has his phone in his pocket or something weird.
Is he in the comments?
He's just timing people out. He hasn't said anything.
I know if he hasn't said anything, I can't take his wrench away right now.
Damn it.
He said one thing. No, wait, no, that's not him. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, because he deleted a comment, then he timed someone out, and they didn't even say anything. They, like,
Hey, you guys
don't
talk.
know.
I'll take care of it. Go ahead.
They pocket disciplining people.
Anyone else think it weird that Wilson didn't do much today?
What's that? Oh man, I'm sorry. It popped into my head, and then you can re-ask what you said or re-ask what you asked. But hopefully that Jaylen Phillips thing isn't serious.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything on that yet.
Yeah, we haven't gotten any like details, so hopefully that's nothing. Hopefully maybe he just got dehydrated or something, needed some fluids or something. Anyway, go ahead. Whoever asked their question, sorry.
Yeah, anyone else think it weird that Wilson wasn't doing much today?
Well, he started off in one-on-ones and he was doing stuff.
Yeah,
man. I mean, he's not gonna put
light
up
it up every day.
Every
Not
day.
every day, yeah. Hey, you gotta feel well, but see, and that's what I was saying. So, I kind of gave them shit too, the Dolphins, that is, for like super loading up on the wide receiver room. But then, look, yeah,
you gave
absolutely,
the Dolphins shit?
absolutely. No, but look, man, if these guys, like, again, because if our top wide receivers don't make it on, are active for the start of the season, God forbid, man, we got to have some people step up, right? Because you talk about last season at the end of the year, right? Tua's weapons were limited to some of the guys that are taking some of these reps now. Obviously, Waddle and like Wilson excluded from that because they weren't there last year. But people need to step up. So it's good to see guys like Foster and Merritt and all them,
Well, the thing is, last year they're in the same situation, and we didn't see all this, right? They're in shorts, they're not tackling, there's no pads, and last year we didn't see any of this. So it's positive that they're doing it. But my view is, and my expectation is, next week things are going to be a little different because the D's going to be D'ing up. There's going to be some pads on. There's going to be some hitting. The middle's not going to be so wide open as it has been. So we'll see. Then again, they may be amazing, the offense.
Well, yeah, hopefully. I mean, we're only 15 days away, if I'm not mistaken, from our first preseason game. So, it's right there. I can't wait. Yeah.
I can't either. And I want to shout out Reason again, at least as of right now, anyway. And I'm not trying to jinx you at all, brother. But Terrell Williams, man, I really like that kid, and I think he makes his team. And I think you called that. Right.
Oh, who Terrell Williams?
Terrell Williams. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think because he offers safety, it's a he can play safety or corner.
So TD was talking about like. Oh, sorry. I thought you were done.
Oh, I am. I was just nice to have the flexibility.
Yeah, TD was talking about like, because I was listening to his channel while I was at work.
Hold on a sec. Rhino Armando Chavarria.
Yeah,
is that who we're talking about?
I think he's in control now. I think he's in control.
Okay.
You know, people put their phone in their pocket and all kinds of weird stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, there you
Maybe
go.
a little kid.
Just in case.
I just got to hear your point on this reason, like, because CD was talking about like Tua, how he wasn't good on 11 on 11, but just on like 5 or 7 or red zone. So I was just wondering how much that matters. Or
what do you mean? He was making 11-11 plays yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know. I was listening to TD and he was just talking trash on Tua and saying that the only time Tua did good when he wasn't playing 11 on 11. But I thought he had like 2 touchdowns during.
Yeah,
11, right?
Yeah, man, dude. What does he think that 65-yard touchdown was on?
I mean,
that was at the end of the practice. They were doing.
It was at the
11-11
end,
drills.
but I guess the beginning of it, I don't know, because they
Yeah,
put the offense back on the field.
He was stating that Tua was not doing good between the 20s. He knows he's good.
Dude, that's a 65-yard touchdown. That's where the hell.
my God.
What the hell are you talking about, bro?
I don't know. I'm just telling you his take, and I'm just wondering.
I think TD was trying to.
Well, I think you got it.
I believe the total down scenario.
Hold on.
Let Russell finish.
I think
Go ahead.
I from what I understand, what I got from watching it is that he was trying to state that the third down conversions are still going to be an issue, and that you can. Yeah, and he kind of was saying that those 65-yard plays don't happen all the time, and you can't rely on just having those types of plays. My understanding,
those 65-yard plays will help the third down.
Hold on. 4 of his 6 touchdowns yesterday, I'm pretty sure came in 11-11. The other 2 were in 7-on-7 drills.
Yeah, I don't know. He reported 4 of the 6 were in the red zone drill.
No.
And then 2 were in. That's just what he reported. No. And I was just listening on the earpod at work, but
I mean,
100% he reported that. Like,
I think it's flip-flopped.
So
I think it was 2 in the red zone.
Because I can't, like, I'm at work during the day, so I can't see tweets, so I just rely on.
Yeah, no, dude. 4 of them were against 11-11, bro.
Okay.
A 65-yard touchdown. He did it back-to-back days.
Yeah, that I do know. Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? Like, and then he's had deep bombs to Foster. He's had deep bombs to Waddle. I don't know what we're talking about right now.
I mean, you can just go on his channel and look at that video.
Well, I'm trying to say, Brissett.
I'm not gonna waste my time watching that.
If you're going to TD's channel for facts, if you're going,
no, I don't go for facts.
No, sorry.
I'm listening.
You're having a bad day. You want to be cheered up. You want to see someone dance and sing.
I don't know. Much love to TD.
That's why I'm asking Reason, because I know Reason knows. Like,
he's a little over the top for me.
I know he knows,
dude. And what's crazy is the Albert Wilson, dude. He smoked McKinney at the second level, then he ran past Javon Holland.
But what's going to help
third level touchdown?
For a reason, what's going to help third down?
And that
plays.
I know
and dude, that Salvin Ahmed throw was on a deep. What are we talking about, man?
That was
on a wheel route. That was on a wheel
route,
just out of the backfield.
Yeah. And look. Let's be honest. If we do struggle on third down this year, it's not going to be because. Well, not all because of Tua, but mostly because of that offensive line, right? Like that's going to have a lot to do with it. So
run game.
I don't even understand what the point is, really.
Well, TD also mentioned
what he's trying
that,
to say.
like I know, like verbatim, he specifically said that Tua's throwing to wide open receivers.
Oh my God!
So
that I know because I saw the videos, but I just
all I'm gonna say this. All I'm gonna say this is Tua had the highest completion percentage in tight window coverage of any quarterback last year. Are we really gonna get into that?
I don't care if he throws to a receiver on average that's 4 yards open. I don't give a damn.
That's
Please.
literally a fact.
Yeah,
That's
I
literally a
don't care if
fact.
he's
though,
open or
bro.
tight. Yeah,
You gotta
Some
be able
people are
to
just
do
never
that.
happy, bro. Some
Well,
people
I
just
mean,
never happy.
don't they think Waddle and Fuller and Wilson are going to get wide open this year?
Speed,
Regular
hello.
season games?
That's the whole point.
That's going to happen. That's
This whole
what you
offense
want.
is going to be
That is what
completely
you want.
different from last season.
Completely.
It's completely different.
Just wait till the
And they're
pass
going to
come
use the
on,
pass
though.
to open the run game.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and TD, I know you're watching. You're gonna be one of the first people that owes me apology over Tua Tagovailoa when he balls out
Bro,
this year. Okay.
It's gonna be
You'll never
SEAL
get
Team
it.
6 on this motherfucker. You're gonna be leading the hit squad. Reason.
You'll never get
bro.
it. He was just trolling. He was just joking.
Oh no, man! Come on.
No,
There was
guys,
some-
really, I knew what I was doing. It was just
He's
for clicks
getting
and
he's
views.
getting his informations on tweets, and I think it's just not a very accurate way of doing it, and I think he gets a little bit confused. So I was just wondering what actually happened, because I'm at work all during the day, so I just want
Yeah, but look,
I don't know.
It's training camp. They're running in
Yeah.
shorts. If that's his point, good. You're right. But go back to last year. None of this was happening.
Oh yeah,
This was not
agreed.
happening in
No,
shorts.
Tua was not
We can-
playing
So
in
you got to be
training camp.
positive about that.
Oh
We
yeah,
can only
I
we can
agree.
only really start to have semi-serious conversations about their actual performance.
Dude, look at
once
what
they
people
start
have been
thinking
talking about.
shit, like,
People have been talking. What has been one of the main talking about point about Tua? All 3 days. He's literally gotten better each and every
At the
day.
deep.
Everyone
Yeah,
said
he has.
today was his best day. This was his best day. Now everyone's saying today was his best day. The deep throws, he's been testing the
Keep
defense,
happening.
and he's been completing a high percentage of them. I don't know what people want.
A couple of things.
He's also thrown this Grant fellow I keep hearing about.
Yeah, and
Today,
he double
today,
tapped in the end zone and
Don't
actually caught the ball, but he also isn't draped by a
Well,
defender either.
Jakeem Grant is the one person I'll say, show me in the season. I ain't gonna believe you because he's a workout warrior, bro.
You want Kirk or Grant?
Yep,
Because
I
I'm
agree.
picking Kirk right now.
I'll take Kirk Merritt over.
He's
Jakeem
on
Grant.
team 2 reps already,
yeah.
man. Like they're seeing it. At least the coaching staff is seeing this, and that's really exciting to me because like they're going from the third, they put him to the second. Like I'm so happy
He's
about
gonna be
that.
he'll be with the
That's
first team next
DVP's
They're not
replacement.
playing favorites, so it's
I
great.
mean,
Yeah.
I think
Or
I
Preston
think-
Williams replacement because he can't even get on the
Yeah.
field.
Well, that's the thing is,
Like,
is
let's
they're-
be honest.
They're probably gonna keep 7 wide receivers ish, right? So like, as long as they got,
7
as
or
long
8.
as they got the, as long as they got the cream of the crop in there, because look, you can't expect all of.
Hold
these
on a
guys to
sec.
stay
Hold
healthy
on a
the
sec.
whole year.
Oh, he did say
Hold on
that.
a
He did
sec.
say that. He did say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah,
I also heard.
What is
I
this?
heard he said something about Watson being better than Brady.
You sure that wasn't Pete?
Hold on a sec.
No, 100%. He said that.
Wait, he said
$4.99. Hold on
he
a
said
sec. Hold on.
Brissett.
I keep saying hold on a second. Let me talk when I say that. $4.99 from Brandon Gibson. TD said the backup was playing better than Tua, and then said I'm just saying, and I'll leave it at that. He has some crazy takes. Are we for real right now?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it myself, but
Tua
He's been
has
saying that for months. Reason he's been saying
Tua
that for months.
has like 13 touchdowns in 3 days. Brissett doesn't have that many.
yeah, I don't think
TD
you can
was
make the
talking
argument
about
that Brissett's
Brissett
playing
moving
better.
How is Brissett moving the ball better when
between.
this guy
Oh
has
my
multiple
God.
That's
deep
what he's
shots that are
talking.
going for 60 plus yards?
He's not. He's not.
I don't think you can make that argument.
Because he's saying
And
that Brissett.
even better. You want it
According to
even better? You want it even better? Jacoby Brissett isn't against the even
team
against the
guys.
number two
Exactly.
corners right now because they're working against Tua without X and Byron Jones out there.
Yeah.
TD, bro, you got to stop being a troll because I'm not gonna do your damage control for you on takes like that, brother. Sorry.
Well, TD said it a bunch of times.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to die on that hill, bro. So
I'm hoping Will Fork it comes back tomorrow.
I think winning's gonna solve all of this.
Well, yeah, obviously.
But like Reason said, they're gonna say, "Oh, it's because his weapons. We still need to go get Watson."
Whatever. Even if stupid. Even if you want to use the argument, God damn it, every quarterback needs weapons. Like, shut up with that. God, like that's the dumbest argument. I'm sorry, it's the.
I
Dumbest.
mean, isn't that Aaron Rodgers' main problem in Green Bay?
I mean, why would you complain about your team actually? God damn it! Why would you complain about your team giving your quarterback weapons? Why?
Well, there's an answer there. There's an answer there, but you
Rashad.
I mean, no.
Hold on. Rashad, Brissett had interceptions yesterday. I don't know what you're talking about. Tua was the only one out of the two of them that did not have interceptions yesterday.
Yeah, Rhino, it was
like literally you can do their research yourself.
Are we really gonna go here on who was better, Brissett or Tua? Like, are we really?
Can we
fucking Reed Sennett was probably better than fucking Brissett. Let's get real.
Yeah,
No,
had a really good camp.
Oh,
bro,
you know what gives me a good laugh?
You got to give it to him. He's had a good camp.
Yeah, it's been
Sennett.
good. It's been mostly.
Yeah, Sennett has.
There's been some mistakes.
Yeah, he's
but
had
you
a good
from those mistakes.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like this is.
I feel like since everybody knows
inaccurate. This is inaccurate reporting that I'm having to respond to right now, bro.
I mean, I'm not trying to bash anybody. I just want to get facts. That's all I'm coming from.
Yeah, I mean, go look at.
I don't.
Let me ask you this: if Jacoby Brissett was having a better camp than Tua, why isn't he working with the ones?
And we know that's Flo's guy.
And last I checked, Merritt's been working with Reed Sennett, and he moved up from the 3s to the 2s because of his performance.
You know, I think
it's not like people are being performing.
Yeah, TD had an emergency yesterday. I think he said he was, in and out. And I don't think he was following Travis Winfield. I think he was following Omar. And Omar, I checked the tweets, wasn't really covering Tua that well. You really have to look at Travis because he was, adding a lot more detail and he had a lot more coverage on that. So I guess he was just following the wrong person yesterday and just basically what an emergency.
Marino's goat, $5. No, he said combine the 3 camp days and people say Biscuits won. Who? No one's saying
TD
that.
did have to rush his son to the hospital. I do remember.
Like, no one said that at all.
Well,
come
TD
on,
did,
bro.
I guess.
TD did apparently.
And some people are gonna go. Some people are gonna take it as gospel. God damn the damage all the time. It's a daily thing with that guy.
Dude, listen. We've all believed right now, with the way Flores coaches, if you are outperforming the other player, you get the chance.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Even
so
on
what?
a week-to-week,
Flores'
day-to-day basis.
Flores' philosophy works for everyone except the quarterback position. Tell Josh Rosen that.
And Tua got benched last year too, so I mean, come on, guys. I mean, if
and
Tua was
all
playing
the
back,
reports
he would have got demoted quick.
Yeah,
Well, he always talks about developing players, and
Well, if TD didn't
they
say
know
that, you
what
guys
Jacoby
didn't.
Brissett is.
So they're saying TD didn't say that, by the way.
Didn't say what?
Well, you got what some people are saying. So
I'm just reporting what you said in his podcast.
no,
He said,
I'm not calling you out, bro. I'm just saying people.
No,
are
I
saying,
mean,
you know how it is.
I don't know what they're saying. He didn't say like
he say we're
Miami
twisting
football
his
talk.
words.
That is not what TD said. Watch the video. He was not bashing Tua at all. He was ecstatic with him. TD has never been ecstatic with Tua, bro. Okay. Hold on a sec. Okay. Miami football talk, you're new to this whole community. You haven't been around since before the draft. A lot of you in the chat have not been around. Go do your research. Okay. Every mock draft me and EM did on TD, and this goes for Finsanity as well, who claims she's a Tua fan and an Alabama fan. They all wanted Derek Brown. They all wanted Isaiah Simmons whenever we did mock drafts. It was only me and EM. Ball game went back and watched the Tua all 22 when COVID hit, and he actually made a statement live on TD's show and said, TD, EM and Reason are right about Tua. I've watched all the film now. I see what they're seeing in him. I understand why they want him. Okay? TD was the biggest pushback person in the YouTube community on Tua. And this isn't bashing TD. This is just what TD was.
Called him a bum.
Okay?
Too. Called him a
all
bum.
right? Like, this
Calls
is just
Josh
like,
Allen a bum.
these are just facts. Like, TD was continuously pushing back on Tua Tagovailoa before we drafted him and then after we drafted him. And whether it is what it is, I'm going to say it, there's people in this community that push back on Tua because they don't want me and EM to be right because we made them look kind of foolish on their Josh Rosen premature hopping on the bandwagon there.
That's so fucking
like that's there's multiple people who fall under that, not one single person.
People.
So I mean, that's it. This isn't attacking anyone. This is like literally just facts.
Yeah.
I mean, if people who have been around since before last year's draft, they know exactly what's up. This is not anything new here.
Well, you mind if I say something about that really quick, Reason?
Go ahead.
Really, I'm not trying to speak on TD's behalf or anything, because anybody who knows me knows that just like you, Reason, I got a lot of respect for TD as well, and he was one of the main ones who let me on the stream, and that was he's really the main reason why I have experience being able to deal with anybody else when it comes to talking about the Dolphins. But nevertheless, he has said a couple of times where if Tua, balls out the way that you, me, and everybody else says that he's going to do it, even though he has his concerns, he won't take the approach that he's been taking right now, whereas he's just trying.
No, but he's gonna owe apologies, bro.
Well, yeah, that's true.
He used to try to incorrect. Dude, one of the first times I ever went up there and he tried to break down highlights of the Clemson game, he didn't even break the play down properly. It was a designed play that AJ Terrell jumped the route on and made the interception. And he didn't even break the play down properly. He said Tua is a one-read quarterback and showed that play when it was a pick play from Devontae Adams to open up Jerry Jeudy. AJ Terrell read it. AJ Terrell jumped the route and made the play. And that was a design play. He did a 1.5-step drop, balls out.
Well, there's some things you can't back away from, bro.
So the whole thing that I'm saying here is he's incorrectly evaluated Tua Tagovailoa at multiple times.
Yeah, and also saying the part where he said Tua at Alabama would throw it no anticipation and just wait for people to get wide open. When that was one of the furthest things from the truth. Tua was one of the best quarterbacks in college at being able to anticipate people before they would.
Dude, I like TD. Me and T get along. Me and TD get along. But here's the thing: you gotta call a fact here. Okay, that's all.
One read quarterback.
I need to tell you guys.
Can I clarify? I just want to reiterate. I'm not bashing TD. I'm actually a supporter on his channel.
Of course.
I just wanted to know if it was 11 versus 11. Versus 5-on-7.
Dude,
that's why he reported. So that's all I'm saying.
That's
the only reason why I brought it up.
Because of TD's takes, you want to call them? That's why his chat has become a cesspool of Tua haters.
Toxic, yeah.
Why do you think the majority of the Tua haters exist over there? I'm just saying, because it's cultivated, it's fed over there.
It's clicked.
Right?
I mean,
this is what it is. I'm not batching. I'm just calling facts are facts, bro. People called me a Josh Rosen hater. Thing is, the way his career is lined up kind of backed my evaluation.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Nobody should have ever thought that Josh Rosen was going to be the guy here. I mean, come on.
Well, no, there were people that thought. Go talk to
I know that. Trust me, I know that. But
not after.
And I get along with TD. Me and TD get along really well. I will never agree with the stuff he said in his evaluation of Tua Tagovailoa. I think he's dead wrong.
Well, I mean,
and he knows I think that. So
he's constantly calling Josh Allen a bum too, which I think is a bit of a stretch. So
well, dude, and if you go back to last season, there's people up here who are watching me. I called the leap that Josh Allen was going to take, and I got called a Buffalo Bills fan. I got told that I need to go buy a Buffalo Bills jersey, that I'm not a real Dolphins fan, all because I said Josh Allen was going to take a leap this year. Those people are eating their words, aren't they?
Yeah.
And those are people in the chat. That wasn't anyone.
One more year.
Yeah. That's stupid.
Josh Allen could be an MVP. Like it or lump it. As a Dolphins fan, that's going to hurt. But Josh Allen could be an MVP.
I wish he was a bum.
It doesn't make you a bad.
Well, this goes back to what I said, bro. If all these people, the way they criticize Tua, buddy, they would have tried to drive Josh Allen out of here after year one. We would have never seen, especially after how Josh Allen was in year two, we would have never ever seen year 3 of Josh Allen with how these people act, bro. That's what's crazy.
He wouldn't even finish 9 games. They would have shipped him out.
Brandon Gibson donates $4.99. He said, "I'm not bashing TD. I like his channel too, but he was definitely insinuating something about the backup playing better." That's TD's bag. Crazy takes.
Yeah.
Hey,
And then
hey you TD, bro. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to ask you, Reason, real quick. You know, you talked about how
Cap, there's only one
Flores-
person. You can't. There's only. I got to correct Cap here. There's only one technical pioneer, and that would be Dudley. But here's the fact of the matter. Let's call a fucking spade a spade. Since Phinside the NFL arrived on the scene, no one was doing film evaluations before I arrived in here. Now you see people trying to do film evaluations. Okay? This is just fact. My thumbnails, pristine as fuck. TD started doing thumbnails. Dudley stepped up his intro game, or tried to step up his intro game once my intro dropped. Okay? Let's call a spade here, bro. All right? Dudley, we go back to Dudley. Last year, go look at his training camp stuff. He wasn't putting videos in them like I was. Now he's putting video in his training camp. So, I mean, let's be honest, really. Like, if you want to talk about pioneer as the first guy who really popped off and started this, that's Dudley. If you want to talk about guy who's pioneering and changing the face of this community, you got to talk about me, bro. And that's not a big head. That's not patting myself on the back. That's just what it is, bro. Like, you know, people tell me this privately all the time. So, I mean, I don't know what to say.
All right. Moving on. So, Will Forward.
I agree, though. 100%.
I say fuck that shit. Give yourself old Barry Horowitz Reason, because you bring the facts, bro.
Yeah.
I love it, bro. For real. When I found you, I was watching TD and I was watching Dudley. Then I found you and I was like, man, loved watching the film breakdowns, bro. Screw that. Give yourself a pat on the back. You deserve.
That's why I donate
all
money.
the work you put in, bro.
I'd never donated money to a YouTuber until you, man.
Appreciate
because
it,
of what you do, like 100%.
Yo, donate to all these people, bro. Like, I mean,
that's why I subscribe to like TD now and stuff.
I'm just trying to say, like, you know, people want to. The thing is with this community is you got a bunch of fucking betas in the comments. Anytime you give your own self props. Oh, you're egotistical. Oh, you're this or you're that. No, you just call it a spade, bro.
It is what it is.
I just called Dudley the pioneer of this community. He's the one who started this all.
I have a question.
If you got it,
what's the problem if you're egotistical?
Well, I'm not. I'm confident. There's a difference.
You know what I'm just saying. That's if you don't believe in yourself, who the hell is
dude?
gonna
You know what
believe
the problem is? You got a bunch of insecure people who aren't confident in their life or anything they've done, and when they see an alpha come around who's confident, well, I mean, it's intimidating, bro. Irving says every time TD calls Tua Tagovailoa one-read quarterback, I just quote Sarkisian. Okay.
I think you're wrong.
If you gotta sit there and take shit from the haters, like when you're wrong or admit when you're wrong, then you should have the full right to be able to own when you're right too. Like, screw that.
I think you're all confident gentlemen. You've done your research. You do your research. You put great content out there. You put your heart and soul into it. And I think you all are very different, but all very good in your own way. I think you all deserve praise.
Like donate to TD. Like his videos. Same with Dudley. Melvin, if Tua never went to Bama, only Jerry Jeudy would have been a first-round pick. Dude literally changed Bama offense.
He did.
Yeah, I agree, bro.
Reason. Will Forward deleted his IG.
Okay, bro. I don't care about that kind of stuff, dude.
Oh.
Like, that doesn't move the needle, bro. So, yeah. I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, everyone has their own niche, their own style of how they do it. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not hating on anyone. I'm just calling facts are facts, bro. And receipts are out there.
Reason. Yeah, I just wanted to make a quick point and to the room here as well. Remember last season when the Tua haters were all saying he can't throw the ball deep, he doesn't have the arm strength, blah blah blah, and then and I know it's only training camp, but you've already seen him throw 3 beautiful passes, deep passes to different receivers now. You spoke a bit previously about Tua with his trainer and how when his hip is fully healed and he's 100% healthy, that throwing motion comes back, and he can make the deep passes now because it's not all about the arm, it's about the mechanics. And you can see that he's done, his 3 really beautiful passes now. I just wonder if, as a fan base and the room in general, we're more confident now that Tua can be more aggressive and push the ball downfield as opposed to last season.
Yeah, why not? I mean, that was clearly the one big issue and part of the big reason why I was a huge advocate for not playing him. Like, let the dude get fully healthy so that way he can actually have the proper torque, right? And in that throwing motion, and he doesn't have to throw all arm. He can use that base. He can set his feet. He can rotate them hips, right? Get loose, feeling good, right? Like, that's kind of the thing. That's huge. It's like the whole thing. It's the ball game there.
Maybe everybody else doesn't really look at it the way that I look at it. But to me, even though it's been 3 days for training camp, Tua, in my opinion, has been doing a good job knowing his guys. Regardless of who he has out there, he seems to be getting the most out of the pieces around him, which is what you can ask from a young quarterback that's going into his second season. So,
yeah. Still Drew donates $10. Said never new listener here, longtime TD DWK flexing. I don't even know who Skaggs is. I think you're all great. Who's going to the MetLife takeover? I'm looking into it. I'll see. But yo, here's the thing. Just because, dude, I've said things that TD doesn't agree with me about. That's just fact. I'm sure I've said stuff Dudley doesn't agree with, but they're still good at what they do. I mean, if you want my honest opinion, TD, Dudley, and Phinside the NFL are the cream of the crop.
Agreed.
I don't know what else to tell you. Like, us 3, I think, are the best that do it.
You guys,
I'm sorry, and I don't know who Skaggs is, and I'm not trying
he's
to
pretty
offend.
cool.
I'm not trying to offend K Flexing, but I think TD, Dudley, and myself are the best that do it, and the numbers prove it.
You all
and I think.
Different.
And then Larry's good at what he does, but he does it different, right? Like, he makes the show about the panel and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So it's more so about you guys, the fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Larry just sits there and takes your money and gets drunk. Love you, Larry. So, you know what I mean? But I think
get him a new law liver.
And like, the good thing is, like, there is a section of fans that TD appeals to. There's a section of fans I appeal to. There's a section of fans Dudley appeals to. Yep. And then there's a bunch of fans we all appeal to. Then there's a bunch of fans that only TD and Doug appeal to. Then there's a bunch of fans I and TD only appeal to, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? So if you want my honest opinion, me, Dudley, and TD, not in that order. You can have your own order. It's all subjective. Are the cream of the crop. I mean, that's just how I feel. I don't think anyone does it better than us 3. So that's just it. And I might not agree with stuff either one of them says, but they still know what the hell they're doing, and they're still good at what they do. So it is what it is.
Well, even if
I agree with you.
Even if you guys have your differences, it's the one thing that we all have in common is that we all want to see the team do well. And based upon what we've been looking at for training camp, it seems like they're headed in the right direction, and you just hope that they can keep it up.
Yeah. And what about Myles Gaskin, people? He's been balling out in practice. Myles Gaskin has put on, 20 pounds maybe? I don't know. They're saying he looks a lot bigger than he was last season. Mm-hmm. And he's really, really performing.
Yeah, he's
really,
at THICC right now. He's thick.
Yeah, hopefully that helps him stay healthy.
Yeah, that's a big thing, right?
He was putting up big numbers last year.
Put on that body, that muscle mass to see if you can take, that beating that the 17-game season, because he hasn't proved to us that in the 16-game season, let alone that he can stay healthy as he takes on a bigger workload.
Did he put on 20 pounds, or that's what
I don't know what his weight's up to right now.
Yeah, I mean, I heard the same thing. So I heard he was looking, swole, whatever, thick, looking good. So hopefully that does help him stay healthy and stay on the field. Because when he was on the field, he was producing. So.
Mm-hmm. If he's over 200 pounds, that's definitely going to do him some good.
Yeah. No,
I
he'll
want to
be.
see Dokes.
What was he playing at last year?
Like 190.
Yeah, I thought he was like 195, 196 last year.
I thought they said he was 210 this year, but I don't know where I read that. I don't know if that's accurate.
If he's 210, he definitely put on weight.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't sap his speed or whatever, his quickness, which I wouldn't imagine so. But that's the only thing you would worry about when players put on weight, right? So, as long as it doesn't do that and he can stay healthy, I think it should be a good thing for him.
So I also 194. So.
I also heard Malcolm Brown's having a good training camp, but I haven't heard anything about him personally.
Yeah. Well, let's
Can
see,
you
man.
fill
Like I
us
said,
in on Malcolm Brown reason? Have you heard anything about him?
I haven't heard very much about him at all.
Okay.
Even Dokes had some plays yesterday.
All right.
And that was really the only time he's popped up in the 3 days as well.
Anyone hear about Jordan Scarlett at all?
Not really.
I mean, we still need to get a little bit further into camp with more padded practices and stuff to get more on the running backs and whatnot. So that's when you really start to see some of the running. Yeah, you got to get them pads on, man.
Do you take any merit in the offensive line giving up a bunch of sacks today? Would be sacks. Like, does it matter right now with the no pads?
Nah.
Look, man. See, and this is why I'm indifferent when it comes to camp.
The offensive line should be moving faster without pads on. Let's just say that.
Yeah, that's.
But like the reason why I'm indifferent when it comes to a lot of the stuff from camp is because like a lot of it's super hard to like actually evaluate, right? Like you can try and glean what little bits you can, but I mean until they get settled in, once they get pads and start playing in preseason games, you get more and more. It builds on itself, right? So like the picture becomes clearer and clearer as we go. We're still early in the process. You just got to let it play out.
Yeah, like running back and the offensive line are really hard to evaluate without pads.
D line.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
2 weeks though, man. 2 weeks away from our first preseason game. It's gonna be great. Chicago.
What about the practice with Atlanta?
Well, we practice with Chicago too, so we'll have a joint practice with Chicago before the first preseason game. Joint practice.
That's the one I'm waiting to see because that D line is tough.
Atlanta is the
we'll be able to gauge right? We'll be able to gauge our O line.
Guys, do you think we'll still stick with the 3-4, or with how Raekwon Davis is playing, and we know Christian Wilkins is more of a 4-3 defensive tackle? Do you think there's any chance we might switch to a 4-3?
Well, I've already reported that I think what I've heard this year is that we're going to be implementing more 4-man fronts.
Yeah. What do we think about the playing time the starters will get in the 3-game exhibition? Like
say again, one more time. Say that again.
For the preseason, what do we think playing time for the starters? Like maybe a quarter in the first game, half a game for the second, something like that, and then maybe not at all in the third.
I think I think you're gonna see a quarter, a half, and then maybe a series.
The most important things is going to be the team-to-team scrimmage. I think that's where stuff really happens: hitting, tackling. That's the good stuff. And then the third game, right? The third game, preseason game. That's the one where they play probably into the second half.
Yeah.
You know what I want to see is
the third game. You'll only see a series because they won't want them to get hurt before
the start
before the start of the season.
Well, they have 2 weeks from the third to the start of the season.
But that's usually how it goes. You only get a series in the last game.
I just wanted to go.
But now there's only 3, not 4.
Yeah, but you want to see. You want the second and third string guys to get reps because then you got to make your cuts.
So when
you
want to see them as. So when do we see the most of them?
It's going to probably you're probably going to see a quarter in the first game, a half in the second game, and then a series in the third game. Because the third game is the third game is usually you want to see the second and third stringers the most, so you can make your evaluation on who the hell is getting out. You know what I mean?
Things are so different now, man. Things are so different.
So different.
You know how those really good offensive teams that have like
so
one series ago out, touchdown, next series, one out, touchdown. Like that's what I want to see. Just touchdown, and then sit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we never get that, right? As Dolphin fans, like we never get our offense touchdown, sit. It's always like, oh, you got to play a half because you're stinking up the joint. I just don't want to see that.
Yeah.
That's what
I mean, I'd be fine
I
with in
feel
this, especially in the second game. I'd be fine with them playing a half, maybe even a little more if they were doing well. Like I want to, because I do want to see. I want to, that's what I want to see. I want to see, man. I want to see the growth from the offensive line. No, I mean I get it, right? But if they sit the entire third game, then I think it would be fine to play a half or whatever in the second game. Because I want to see that growth, man. That offensive line in particular, I'm gonna be having my eyeballs glued on that.
But doesn't that hold them back? Reason if they split it up between games, 3 games, isn't it best to like have a mini game plan for one game? Like that's what they used to do when there were 4 games. The third game was a game where they mini planned for the first half and then they adjusted and came out in the second half.
Usually you'd only see that even with 4 games, you'd only see one game where they play a half.
Right,
which
the third.
They wouldn't even.
The third
they
one.
would. Yeah, they wouldn't even play the 4th game.
Yeah.
No, you're right. That's what I'm saying. But what was always good about that third game in the preseason is that they actually did a little mini game plan and then they adjusted during the half.
The second game. Just make that the second game.
Well, that's why I wonder. I wonder what they're going to do because you're right. You have to make decisions in the third game that you used to make in the fourth for the people you're going to cut.
Well, it's because it's just condensed, right? Because like beforehand in the first game, you'd see maybe like a couple series out of the first teamers, and then they would sit 1 or 2 series. The second game maybe you'd see a quarter. Then the third game, the dress rehearsal, you see like a half or so, right? And then you don't see them at all in the fourth. So now you try and squeeze all that into 3 games, and so it just tightens it up. Which it just makes, I don't know, it's a little awkward since we're still kind of dealing. It's still kind of fresh, so we'll see.
Yeah,
that's why I was curious, what y'all thought about that.
Well, what
maybe
if
they play
you have
3
a
quarters in
fumble?
the second game.
Well, like say the offense had a fumble, right, and that kind of limited the time that they played in that first quarter. Like, what would y'all say about maybe possibly giving them another series to play? Like, say if something, unfortunate happened like that, if Tua throw a unfortunate pick or somebody just fumbled the ball to where they was having good rhythm, and then a team just ran the ball and just took up most of the quarter, so they didn't get that time established.
That's your series.
Yeah, that's where I go back to I just want to see them score touchdown, and sit on the bench. Like that's my point. I don't want to see those fumbles and those interceptions or those 3 and out right away.
And
I just want them to get the job done.
That you don't want that sloppy preseason
we never get
play.
that.
In other
Yeah,
words,
exactly. We never.
But
get
what I'm worried about is that normally in a regular year before the 17 games and 3 preseason, is that it's always important to have that little mini game plan, right, for the third game. With our 2 new offensive coordinators,
they'll still do it.
I would think. Well, that's what I want to know. I know we don't have answers, but I hope that they focus on that because I think it's important for whoever's going to call the plays to have that ability to come up with a game plan and to adjust at that half, whatever preseason game we're going to do that in.
I'm sure they're going to have mini game plans for all of the preseason games, even if it's not just
Well, I don't know about that. They have to install their offense, so they can't do that.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm not saying they're necessarily gonna game plan seriously, but they'll probably have a set of scripted plays for each of them, regardless of how long the starters stay in. I mean, I would think they'll do something. I can't imagine they'll do nothing. So,
yeah,
I think with the added speed on the team, guys, we're going to see maybe. Could we see a bit of wildcat? Could we see a bit of jet sweep and
sure?
Some trick, of course. A lot of trick plays and. I know New England used to bust out a few trick plays here and there, and obviously Flores is from that school of coaching. So, and obviously with Jaylen Waddle and Will Fuller on the team, possess a lot of speed, and we could utilize short yardage passing and rushing to utilize their speed on the outside for big gains.
Yeah.
Shout out to DYC Street King, $5 donation. I'm going to the Chicago game. I'm going to try to get Tua to sign my jersey. If he does, I'm going to tell him to air one out for us Finn fans.
Nice.
Scorpion King 271. I remember when Reason, see one of the actual OGs here. I remember when Reason was first on TD's platform. He quickly showed he knows what he's talking about when evaluating players. Reason, you have a strong track record. I mean, hey, no one wants to talk about my Austin Jackson evaluation because I was dead on. No one wants to talk about my Raekwon Davis evaluation. That was dead on.
How we know about Hunt? How we know about Kinley?
I gave y'all guys the heads up on Hunt and Kinley. No one wants to talk about that. I was talking about Javon Holland how long ago? Now he's a Dolphin. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, everyone just wants to stick to 9 games at 60%. And then now he's balling out and showing what he can actually be for us this year, and everyone's real quiet.
Or criticizing still for some reason.
Yeah. I got to I got to get out of here because I got some food that just came home with the wife. So I'm going to go do final thoughts here. Rhino, we'll start with you.
Dolphins, let's go. It's looking good. I just can't wait for next week when things get a little more realistic with pads and everything. So we'll see how that goes. Fins up.
Logan, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, man, I'm really excited. Excited to see Tua. I'm glad he's balling out. I'm glad you're right, but come on, you're always right. Nah, but
not always. Just most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time. But yeah, I appreciate every YouTuber that goes out and puts their own opinion. It takes a lot of courage.
It does.
And like that's why TD.
Dude, I can only imagine the backlash TD gets because I remember what I would get over Rosen, and I just know the Tua between Alabama and Samoan fans coming over here.
Fire.
I can kudos to TD for weathering that storm because I can only I see what it is on Twitter. I can only imagine what it is on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean it's easy to be behind your keyboard and type. Like you guys are coming up here and putting everything y'all have into it, so it's much appreciated. That's why I love Dolphins content. Like I'm at work, I got my AirPod Pros on, man. Just listen to y'all shows, and
dude, that's why I think me, TD, and DDW are the cream of the crop. I think we're the hardest workers in the room, bro.
Yeah. Content every day, so it's much appreciated. But yeah, fins up, guys. I'm really excited for the season.
And drinking doesn't count as work, Larry.
But I will say this: Larry does great things in the Dolphins community.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So and I love Larry. Larry knows I love him, bro. So
we all
go follow
love Larry.
Fins Fan Pano. Go follow TD Fins Talk. Go follow Dougly Do Wrong. And go follow Dylan too. What up, Dylan? Go give your final thoughts, bro.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that. I'm definitely I have outside takes for sure, and I'm definitely not as good as y'all when it comes to the video editing and all that stuff. And you're a lot better than me with the film study. But anywho, thank you for that.
I like your takes, by the way, Dylan. I like them.
Humble.
I know. I like you as well. You guys are awesome. I just want to say I actually said it in my video earlier.
I gotta mod you too next stream.
I appreciate it. I love all of the YouTubers, right? Like they're all great and they all have their niche, and I got nothing but love for them. But this is like, for me personally, this is this community is kind of really where I'm going to get kind of cheesy here. I feel like I fit in, right? Like this is, so I love TD. I love Doug. They're great. And I watch their stuff more, Doug stuff, because TD's a little over the top for me. But yeah, anyway, thanks for having me. And
he's a fun guy.
I'm super excited for the season. I'm ready for the ramp up of mini camp and these preseason games, as I keep saying time and time again. So I'm pumped, man. I can't wait. I hope they really do shut up with the Deshaun Watson stuff and give this kid a chance, man.
It's real quiet on that front right now. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
I hope it stays that way.
Yeah, Daryl, your final thoughts.
Yeah. Well, just to piggyback off what someone else said, it does take a lot of courage for anybody, whether it's a live stream or just putting your random thoughts about the state of the team in the comment section. It takes a lot of courage to let your thoughts be known about, and I automatically respect anybody who feels the need to want to give their spin or their take about the state of the team and what they got going on, because a lot of us are excited about what can be, and when it comes to the team, the one thing that I'm just hoping for is good health, because with the preseason is basically a tryout to see what you're gonna have in the near future. And I just hope that we can all see a glimpse of good before the guys who, I guess the coaching staff want to evaluate as to who stays around and who goes, get a shot to prove what they can do. And moving forward, I just want everybody to realize that when it comes to the Dolphins, this is all one big circle that we're a part of. We laugh together, we let our emotions out, we give our takes about the things that we are on the lookout for, the things that we're concerned about. But that's what makes us all united, and that's what builds bonds that we can all, make last for many, many years to come, regardless of what state the team is in. So hopefully the Dolphins continue to show signs for what's to come. And big ups to everybody, and God bless. Fins up.
Yeah. Red comment. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, Tua's been balling now, and the Watson talk is like slowing down quite good. And honestly, it like earlier in the off season, before like with all the Watson talk and stuff, I was just going to the Texan subreddit and just laughing every time they think they were getting Tua.
He's gonna be good, man.
You're nuts, Red. Josh, your final thoughts.
Yeah, man, I'm just excited to see how better Tua's mobility is, because there's been people spreading a conception that Tua just had the best O-line in college, like he just sat in the pocket, a clean pocket, 3-4 seconds every down. When this guy, one of his best plays was when there was pressure coming his way, he would do his patented spin move, juke two people and then rip a 40-yarder down a field, so that's going to be key, because this O-line is going to have trouble, they're especially early in the season. So we're going to have to depend on Tua's mobility and his prowess of, extending plays and being able to give himself more time, which, I mean, he showed that last year. So I'm just looking for that one play like he did Buda Baker. He take one person ankles, I'm going to be happy.
British Finn, your turn, buddy.
Yeah, I'm hugely encouraged by the last couple of days of training camp and the play of Tua, especially on the deep passes. Watching him throw the ball and using his hips and putting some zip on the ball and dropping it right into the wide receiver's hands most of the time. That's something that we were, not just Dolphins fans, but the NFL media were so focused on last season. They were all Tua can't throw the deep ball and comparing him to Justin Herbert. And now I think that Tua's responding now. He's healthy now. He's getting he's getting a feel for the playbook and new offensive coordinators. His teammates are backing him. He talks like a leader. He feels like a leader, and he's balling out like a leader. And I just think this is the season that this is the Tua that we drafted, not last season. This season is the Tua that we drafted, and we're going to see it.
Russell, your final thoughts.
Shout out to you, DDW, TD, Insanity, all you guys. I love all of you. Respect all of you.
Larry.
And Larry. Yes, of course, Larry. I can't forget Larry. I love all of you guys and respect all of you. And I think this year is going to be fun. I am very excited. I cannot wait for pads to come on Tuesday and see what really happens. I am extremely excited for the dynamic of Albert Wilson, Jaylen Waddle, and Will Fuller. They're going to open so much up for this offense. And one last final thought from me would be, I kind of would like, even though Tua is our guy, I would kind of like to see Reed Sinnett beat out Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, jeez.
Interesting.
Man, that's accurate.
Trying to give Pete a heart attack.
Man,
he's younger, and Flores likes to develop his guys. They know what they have in Jacoby. Why not take?
Bro, I would be. Bro, I'm with you. I will laugh my ass all the way to the back.
just saying. I mean, he loves to develop players
think.
younger, and he's falling out right now.
I like that.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I'm down to beat
Very
out
nice.
Jacoby Brisket. Let's get him out of there.
Somebody said
Pyro, your
biscuits.
final
What the
thought.
heck was that?
It's Brissett, just another.
But you
Another
know,
name.
I'm just it amazes me that the double standards of the media and some of these fans out here. When Tua does horribly, you know, it's the talk of the town. But when he's having a great day and all, you know, they're dead silent. And shout outs to Zach Wilson for playing like trash this camp.
Now that's a one-read quarterback.
I love just to rub that shit in Jets fans' face.
Yeah. If Jets fan had even watched one game of film on Zach Wilson, he's not very good from the pocket, and a lot of his plays came when he got outside the pocket.
The reports was, oh my god.
Well, apparently he started off. Yeah, I know. I tweeted them out today. Apparently he had a big play to Elijah Moore though. Like the first.
Yeah,
play
I saw that play.
The first play at camp, he had a big play to Elijah Moore for like 60-yard touchdown or something. And Devontae Smith had a 60-yard touchdown today from Jalen Hurts.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
All those Bama boys.
And yo, Clump, where you at, Clump? You jabroni. Now Carson Wentz is out.
Poor guy. I kind of feel bad for him. I really do. I feel bad for Carson Wentz. The Eagles destroyed him. He's broken.
He's my boy, bro.
Carson Wentz is broken, and Philadelphia is the
playoff
reason
spot,
for it.
man. That really helps our playoff.
Well, no, what I
It
want
does.
is now if he's not around for week 4, that's beautiful, bro.
Exactly.
I mean,
From my understanding, he won't be. He's out indefinitely.
Until October, it
They
sounds
said,
like.
yeah, they said indefinitely with a
Bro,
foot injury or something.
Was that a second round pick now?
Well, he's got to play 70% of the snaps and they make the playoffs. Or if they don't make the playoffs, he's got to play 75% of the snaps.
Yeah.
So, and
Damn,
it's a
Logan,
ligament,
that's easy,
it's a
man.
ligament and a bone. And I checked out what Dr. Chow said, the former Los Angeles Chargers, well, back then San Diego, and he basically it's this like little bone. I forget what the name of it is. A little bone in your foot, and near the great toe. I'm guessing the great toe is the big toe, and they're saying that by everything, him putting everything together, the reports, he probably won't be back till October.
Then we're not playing Carson Wentz. If that's the case, that
Yeah, and then
game against the Colts is a
and then
dub.
Jacob Eason becomes a baller because if any of y'all watched him in college, because I did when I did the draft class last year.
So that's the backup?
That guy has
Oh yeah, I forgot about.
bro. That guy
Eason
has
being
a
there.
dude. That guy has a fucking arm, bro.
Yeah,
When
he
he was
does.
in Georgia, that kid was slinging it.
He's
Like,
not that.
Yeah.
He's not that far off from in terms of arm strength. He's not that far off from Justin Herbert.
That kid was balling
Well,
at
then-
Georgia.
I mean,
he was
he'll
balling.
get his chance.
Oh, Eason, yeah. He's got had the gun last year. I remember him. Yeah.
He'll get his chance then. I mean,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
Wentz ain't there, so
Yeah,
I
he had
think
he had the second biggest arm in the draft last year for sure.
Didn't
Oh,
he get
wow.
replaced in
Behind
Georgia
Herbert?
because of an injury?
Yeah,
this
dude,
year?
he was right on Herbert's ass for a big arm.
Yeah, I remember a lot of people were saying he had a stronger arm too, even in the
I heard
throws
that.
and-
I heard
I
he had
think-
the strongest.
No, I think Herbert has a stronger arm than him.
Oh, I'm not questioning him. Just that's what I heard. A lot of people
And
on, ESPN
you know what
say.
Jacob Eason reminded me of? If people remember and they go back,
The Pats quarterback they drafted was
no, he reminded me of if Josh Rosen was good.
Oh,
Did you guys hear about Spearham?
And then they also have
Hit
Sam Ellinger, the quarterback out of Texas too. So we'll see how it works out.
he'll
We
get
should
his
send
shot.
him Jacoby Brissett.
There you go. Right back to them. All right, boys. I'll be
For a
back
second
tomorrow.
round pick.
I'll be back tomorrow around 8:00, and I'll be running an hour and a half show to recap the day because practice doesn't start till 3:30. Go follow TD Fins Talk. Go follow Dougly Do Wrong. Go follow Finspan Panel. But most of all, follow me. Love y'all. Stay
Love
happy,
you too,
healthy,
brother.
safe, and fins up, baby.
Fins
Number
up.
one.